So let's look a little bit more detail around the package center. I mean, if you've made it all the way to this video, then you're pretty familiar already with the package center and you know sort of what it does, that it's used to install apps, uninstall apps, all of that sort of stuff. Let's open up the package center, which is here on our desktop. You can also access it, of course, from our main menu. Now, of course, you've got a couple of areas here. You've got installed. These are all of the apps that I've actually got installed already on my Synology NAS. I can go and open any of these apps by clicking on the open button right there, and then it'll launch that application through the Package Center application. All right, very easy. Then you've got all packages. Now this is of course an app store essentially, very similar to what you'd find on an Apple or an Android. A whole heap of apps that you can actually get and download and install on your Synology NAS. You can go and search for all of them. Here's a list of everything that's available. All right, all packages, you can actually go and filter by surveillance apps or by multimedia, or you can select all packages. You can sort by name, you can sort by recent popularity, all of that. Now, that's really cool. You can literally, if you want to install something, you select the app, you click on install, and then it goes ahead and starts to install it. It does its thing. You can cancel if you so need to. If you need to go and remove anything, I've got active backup here for business. I can just click on it right there. It'll then display the actual active backup for business, a little bit more information around versions, description of what it is, other recommended packages, who made it, all of that. I can send feedback, but I can also from here with a little drop down uninstall the actual app itself. Something else that is really nice is you can select auto update so that it doesn't sit there idly waiting for you to update the version, for example. You can schedule it to update automatically if there's a new update being released for that application. So that's a nice feature. Some people may not want to do that if you want to have a little bit more control over what apps you do update and which ones you don't update. All right. You can also stop it right there. So stop it from running. So I can click on stop. The application is still installed. I can say yes, the application is still installed, but now the actual app is off its running state. It's now being in a stop state. And then I can just run it again if I want to start it up again. All right. So that's installed and that's our all packages. Beta packages is a space where Synology and other vendors may release beta versions of packages from time to time. You can join that beta program if you so want to. Of course, a beta isn't the full version, so it is going to be potentially buggy in some areas. Now, something else that is pretty nice is that you can do a manual install. So in some cases, some vendors, so you may go and search for a particular application, or there is a specific application that you want to install that isn't available here on the store. You could actually go and Google it, and maybe that software is made for the Synology NAS. And if it is, great, you can download it, and then you can select manual install. You can then navigate to that file and then manually install it that way. So you're not using the App Store, you're manually installing it the same way that you would install any application on your computer. So that's actually a really, really cool feature if you do want some additional flexibility around what apps you can install. Settings is something else that's pretty cool. You got some notifications. You can enable email notifications or desktop notifications when certain things are triggered regarding updates being available. What about the trust level? Well, allow installation packages published by. Now, here's the thing, is only going to allow me to install apps that are Synology Incorporated or Synology Incorporated and trusted publishers or any publisher. All right. Of course, Synology is going to say, well, look, we only want you to run our apps, or we only want you to run apps that we have tested and we say, yep, they're good. But you may want to have additional apps, so you can click on any publisher and okay. And now you've got a little bit more flexibility around what sort of apps you can install directly onto that NAS. You got some more beta stuff. We saw that before. You can select auto update so that packages are automatically updated across some of these. Again, you can do that. We did it automatically against one app, but you can set it against every app if you so need to. Only these packages by selecting that, and you can select only the apps that you want to actually do yourself or not. Now, again, that's completely optional, and not everybody likes to automatically update their things. Package sources, where do you want the packages to be downloaded from? So essentially the repositories that you can select online. We're not going to cover too much details about that, but you can install a whole bunch of other apps from different sources. And then some certificate stuff. So here is our certificate for our Synology NAS itself. You can delete it, you can import a brand new certificate. Again, not too much detail around this, but just know that it is there. If you do need to have some more trusted certificates or remove the ones that are in there already, you can actually go and get additional certificates and get them installed onto your Synology NAS through the Package Center. So there you go. That's an overview of the Package Center on your Synology DSM.